You know, there's a clip I want to show you before we start this. This is from Tales from the Borderlands.
Look, you want to know the reason why I'm in that chair and you're not?
For the exact same reason why North is North. Why the handsome guy always gets the girl. And why every spaceship in the universe is shaped like a cock. It's destiny, Race.
Yep. Now that's in your heads for the rest of this clip. You're welcome. New game. Hard.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Yep. Two-handed melee's 35, motherfucker. Heavy weapons 28. Wait, that's lower than the hand? Not complaining.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers.
Roasted. Now look.
Initiate skip jump.
That's a cool asteroid. You're not looking too good.
Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down to 90%. Skip drive.
Shit.
Inoperable.
Oh.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but
Oh, yay.
it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck! Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by. What in Lord's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Wait, there's tall grass mechanics in this? Ah, bitch.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Ow.
Hey, you, come here.
What do you want?
Try the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
Sit still, I'll patch up.
Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
How are you feeling?
Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
What is this about marauders?
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hullhead grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
Someone grounded their ship illegally. I'll hunt them down for you.
You'd better take my gun then. Careful, it's worth more to the company than I am. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it.
Can you tell me where I am?
You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
You know anything about the Hope?
The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
I'm off. It literally says, it literally tells me. It's literally in the tutorial. I forgot about that. I forgot it told me to do that.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
Yeah, I know. I took damage, no! What the fuck is this, a multiplayer game? Come here, bitch! No, there's no, like, Skyrim mechanic where you can just cheese it if you know how to do it. No. Special effect, knockdown. Dog grass mechanics. Dog grass mechanics. Dog grass mechanics. Where was this other guy at?
You hiding? You scared? Someone hiding? Come out and die!
That reminds me of Borderlands a lot. Come here, bitch. Come here, bitch. I love heavy weapons so much. I should have named this guy Bonk.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
Who the fuck are you?
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rum leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Okay. Guard a paladin. I've already dealt with a few of these marauders, not impressed.
You pulling my limb? I mean, yeah, of course. Marauders. Bunch of addle-brained derelicts. I could round them up all by myself.
Sure.
I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some.
Oh, customer satisfaction survey. Coward, I'll do it myself. I bet you get these marauders to tell you where the owner of that ship is.
You think? Most marauders can't even talk. But criminals do attract other criminals by their own nature. You know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
It's gonna be fucking laminated. Hell yeah, laminated reports. Let's go. Bonk. Aw. Ooh, level up. Yes, please. I have an idea. Bonk. Okay, I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know, thank you. Can I talk to her?
This is gonna take a lot of paperwork.
Can I not like go up to her and be like, "Hey, who's the ship of this thing?" And it's like, "Hey, we should investigate the ship." Where's the other guy? Can I talk to him?
Not just anyone is chosen to enforce landing regulations.
It's unfortunate how he died. Marauders are quite brutes. Aw, they know. They know. I have more bonk than you do.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Marauder, please be informed the ship has no
Okay,
crew
don't
for
want
you
this
to
bitch to talk
murder.
to me anymore.
Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return all misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I don't appreciate being talked to that way.
I have been programmed to communicate with diplomacy and tact. Please allow me to demonstrate. Jetstream procedures initiated. Please engage in airlocks. Prepare to reject all boarding parties in 5, 4,
The eyes.
2, 1.
Something's. You realize we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne shit?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Your captain's a red smear under my escape pod.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
I doubt to find a part like that just sitting in the garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Knock it off with the Captain Hawthorne nonsense.
It is difficult for me to do so. I am programmed to accept commands from Captain Alex Hawthorne, after all. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Robots are weird.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
I get it. That's funny.
If your equipment is in need of repair, I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
Oh, God. I forgot how quirky this game was. Oh, don't have any mods. I must find parts for more BONK.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. If you possess a power regulator,
Alright, I
please
get it.
insert the part into the appropriate slot, which is this one. Try out our respecification machine. Alex installed it himself, right before he died.
See, I appreciate it when games kind of do that, because, like, if they don't, it just ruins the story, you know? BONK!
These are the first quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me.
Sounds like you had a crush
Due
on
to
him.
catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It's not like where you can in Star Wars where you can just shoot the shoot the lock to open it instead of having it programmed to stay shut if it gets shot open. Serious design flaw. Okay, there's no more parts for my BONK. I must find more parts for BONK. Oh, hold. Whoa, I was in there for a
Say,
while.
This wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job. Yeah, I'm a safety inspector, obviously. Attack. Ooh. I have been lying a lot. Coin time. Heads is bonk. Where's it? Heads is bonk. Heads. This is gonna affect me way into the story. Ooh, take a couple hits. Bonk. I can't show up in town for a few days. Is that what that said? What's that? Secrets. Ooh, hang on. Environment. This planet has a ring. We're close to the pole. Looks like a moon. The ring on it. It's pretty neat. Another moon? Man, I just love just like this visual of just like planets right next to this planet on the horizon that you can just look at. You can tell I'm from Earth because of that. Because like this is amazing to me. If I was from a different planet, it'd be different. Bonk! Ow. Oh. Is he running? No. Please don't tell me this is gonna be a... Okay. Okay, come here. And because I got super high regeneration, I'm good. Ooh, what the hell? That's kind of cool. Am I gonna get attacked if I go closer to this? I hope not. It's like a scrap site or something. Oh.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend.
I'm just passing through.
Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Do they pay you to chat with strangers? Ooh, do I want to sell myself as Captain Hawthorne? Yeah, no, I want to introduce myself. I never got your name. My name's Derondel.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
I just told him my real name. That just occurred to me. Oh well. This place looks like it's falling to pieces.
Heard a lot of new workers say that. First time they set eyes on Edgewater, they'll say, "Oh, I can't work here. I don't belong here." Well, we do belong here. The Spacer's Choice family takes care of us from the cradle to the grave. As long as we provide our own cradles.
There's something else I wanted to ask.
Yeah?
You lose a lot of people in Marauders?
Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards.
Well, they after loot?
Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those Marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay.
I don't know if this is gonna come off as like, this town must be in pretty bad shape of just keeping the gravedigger employed. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I don't want to leave because, like, there's a job here. Fuck it.
You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds.
You're not worried about falling sick?
Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed.
Suppose. I'm looking to make a little money while I'm here.
Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see.
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is he a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
Something else I wanted to ask you.
Yeah?
You ever heard about the New Hope?
The colony ship? Are you talking about that old rumor? Some great big starship packed full of colonists what got lost in the aether never to be found again? Ain't heard that one since I was but a stripling. Can't say it was terribly convincing far as rumors go. There a reason you asking?
It's real. I'm living proof. No, I don't want to draw attention to it necessarily until I get a good idea of what the politics are behind it. Let's change the subject.
Something I can do for you?
If you got a Marauder problem, I can take care of it.
Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger.
The finger. Yes. I will gladly cut off their fingers. An idea where they're coming from?
Couldn't tell you. No, I mean, I'm contractually prohibited from saying anything that might reflect poorly on Spacer's choice. Avoid it. Shouldn't have said that either. Look, forget I said anything.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't really want to ask this just in case it's like, oh my god, you're a filthy fucking gravedigger trying to make a living in this shithole of a town. But I want dialogue options.
How long you been a junior in humor, gravedigger, or whatever?
Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Almost like people don't like paying for graves. That's all for now. Aw. Oh, I can crack him. I'm a bad person. Hello.
He's working at the cannery.
Huh? What? I wasn't dozing off.
I'm sure. Oh, I can look at their stats. Corporate unit that wears medium armor and uses rifles, but switches to one-handed whatever. Is experiencing searing gas pain. Can I? Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, wow, that's a lot of XP for just discovering someplace. It's a little framey right now, but it's fine. I'll be right back. I'm going to worry about my coffee. Much better suited. Sorry. More of a morning person. More BONK. Spectrum Vodka Red. Esther Blaine. She looks like an actual person to talk to.
I've got some time.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
LAVB. Oops.
After wandering town for a little bit, I figure a factory might be the best place to find what I'm looking for. After seeing some stuff on the counters laying about, I had a sudden idea.
No, that's it. Oh god. I thought that set the elevator up for some reason. I'm smart. Ooh.
I decided to wander around the factory a little bit, see if there's anything useful.
Loose lips, pink slips? What the fuck does that mean? What are they loose about? Are you fucking serious? I can just pick it up and leave? I can just pick it up and leave? I can just straight up grab it and leave? Yeah, but like I don't want to explore this town. Like you can just straight up come in here, grab it, and leave? Alright, I believe that's everything.
Besides the power regulator, all I found was some useless junk that I might find useful later.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
Most.
Eats more salt tuna than the average person. Poison. Heart of gold. Connoisseur of Halcyon's Traceous cereals. Ooh.
On account of what we're
She
feeding
is
into the mechanism.
dirty. Okay, I got
Seems
it.
we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
I won't tell you're finished.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct.
But going to
My
conduct.
apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, you can start with the introductions. I'm Derondel.
I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
I think you may have the wrong idea about me.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Should I be upfront with this guy? This guy is smart. My ship needs repairs. I'm looking for a power regulator.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit blunt. Let me guess. You want me to do something for you before you'll help me?
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
Tell me about the geothermal plant.
The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste.
You said this botanical lab was mostly abandoned. What do you mean?
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
What a surprise, I never would have guessed. I don't think these people will take kindly to losing their power.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
Ho, 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 ho. If you want me to solve your deserter problem, I charge by the head.
Good Lord, no, I don't want you killing anyone, least of all them. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town.
How will I recognize Adelaide?
Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership.
What if Adelaide doesn't want to come back?
That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
All right, Reed. I'll see what I can do to help you.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Sure, I could use the company.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Let's get going. They didn't give me anything to steal. I'm sad. Oh, bam.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk. Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry.
All right,
Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale.
Figures. Reed didn't exactly strike me as the most honest soul.
Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says. It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left.
Can't blame anybody for wanting to leave. This town's got this town's got issues.
Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is.
Suppose it couldn't hurt. We'll stop by.
Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Oh, now the workers come in after I stole everything. I mean, I will kill you to tell anybody. Anybody! Oh, that's my gun. Bonk.
After talking with the mayor about the doodad, I decided to go help the grave digger first.
Alright, we got some work to do.
Yes, Mr. Thompson. I'm fine, Mr. Thompson. Never been healthy. Whoa, did Mr. Thompson send you? Well, you tell Mr. Thompson I'll be right at my post. Tomorrow. Bright and early tomorrow. Because I'm definitely not plagued. As spry as a spring chicken. That's old Abernathy.
You want to tell me why you got so nervous?
You some sort of wandering alienist? Walking into a man's own domicile, pestering him about his mental state?
I'm positive you mentioned something about being plagued.
You don't know that. I could have been saying anything. Maybe I said vague. You don't know how words sound a mite strange when you're sick. Wait, no. Oh, damn it. Okay, listen. Maybe I am feeling a little under the weather, but I swear I'm on the mend. Please, don't tell the constable.
Why not?
She'll toss me in the sick house. I would have confessed before the good vicar. Get some ablutions for my spirit. Just never found my courage is all. Hey, you're hale and healthy and possibly for hire, ain't ya? Do a good turn for an expiring old man?
Depends on what I need, or what you need.
Couple hours out of your day and some light second-story work, that's all. There's a cache of anthracillin tucked away in the old community center. Powerful stuff. Stronger than what we got, anyway. I need you to break in, nab that medicine, and bring it back to me.
Not so fast, I got some questions.
I'll do what I can.
I assume they're guards.
You will not find any guards within sight of that old place. Marauders, on the other hand.
What can you tell me about these marauders?
I have it on good authority. There's a gang of them squatting there. I advise stepping softly.
Why can't you just buy some medicine yourself?
I tried medicating myself with adrenatime. Didn't do much for me, as far as I can tell. Anyway, I can't just buy medicine. Distribution of medicine is strictly prohibited to any workers beneath the acceptable margin of health. Company policy.
That seems a bit ass backwards.
In other words, a company won't treat you because you're already sick.
More like the company won't treat me because I'm not healthy enough. So you'll do it then?
Yeah.
You oblige me with your haste. I think I feel the plague spreading. Oh, Law, it's in my spleen now. I can feel it.
Oh. Can we talk about the irony that I'm sick while talking to this guy? Anything I should know about this community center?
Just keep your head down when you're in there. Marauders have taken over. Probably tracking mud all over the archives.
I'm taking awful risk trusting me, you know.
I know that, but I got nobody else to turn to. Reed would have wrote me up. Constable would have locked me up and wrote me up. Could have gone to see the good vicar, but I never did find my courage.
I'll leave you be. Okay, I'm gonna do his side
Making a
quest.
mistake working for Abernathy.
Alright, what do you want?
Excuse me. I'm Esther Blaine, Spacer's Choice Actuary.
We met.
I overheard your talk with Abernathy. I hope you're not thinking about getting him that medicine. Abernathy is a well-known hypochondriac. Anthracillin is wasted on him. You're better off selling it to me instead.
Selling.
All I'm saying is Abernathy's worked in this town longer than some of us been alive. How do I put this gently? He's got a lot of cobwebs up in his attic.
What do you need it for?
I probably shouldn't tell you. Don't want you implicated for what I'm trying to do.
Fair enough. What? Oh, come on. Have it your way.
I'm doing right by the town, I'll tell you that much. You bring me that medicine, and I'll see that it goes to the right people.
I'll think about it.
That's all I can ask of you.
Okay. New objective. I need to up my charisma. Damn, I could jump high.
I cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably crawling with germs. Physical hygiene recapitulates moral hygiene. Cleanliness is next to lawfulness.
How do you feel about BONK? Do your haircuts usually come with free lectures?
We don't believe in free anything here in Edgewater. We're a Spacer's Choice company. I'm Conrad. You will report to me if your hair fails to meet Spacer's Choice aesthetic standards. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will clean and prepare your remains for interment.
I'm sorry, what?
Burial, in the unfortunate event of a fatality. It's what a barber does. We make you presentable.
I got some questions for you.
Go ahead.
You seem pretty enthusiastic about this place.
Edgewater has been good to me. I consider myself privileged to work here. I am never wanting for work, not since the plague started.
What do you know about the plague?
The plague's come at us with a vengeance this year. Lost 6 workers in as many months. I wouldn't call them good workers, mind you. If they were any good, they'd have been treated. Still, it is a shame.
Why don't you treat all your workers?
Company policy, friend. We don't have enough medicine to treat all of us, so we treat the best among us.
Whose the deal is that?
Mr. Thompson's brainchild. Have you met him yet? Thoughtful-looking fellow, stares out of his office most hours.
You need to pay up.
Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions.
You mean you're broke?
As broke as pie crust, friend. Bitless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch.
I don't care. Pay up.
With what? My own blood?
That is an option.
Tell Silas I can't afford to pay, and that I fully expect to have my medical rights revoked for this dereliction. With my apologies.
Hang on. Medical rights.
Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, I'd proven worthy of treatment. Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. I've had to keep this old place running with my own savings.
Just give Silas an IOU.
Not a bad idea. But I'd need some kind of collateral. My pair of lucky clippers. No, that won't do. Your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to give Silas. I'm open to suggestions.
I'll let you know if I think of anything.
Much obliged.
How about your kneecaps? Oh, I wish that was an option. Okay, what in this place does he value? Okay, let's look. Receptionist thought himself, this is bad. Company's gonna have to call for it for what it is. Destruction of Spacer's Choice property. Oh my. Eugene was an asset and somebody has to pay his body price. This is gonna ruin us. So I was thinking we pawing off his teeth. Eugene had a full set of gold teeth. Heirlooms passed down his family or something. His heirloom is teeth. You're processing his body, right? Let's dig around and pry them out. Let's sell his teeth. Some are nice and quiet. Use the bits to pay his body price, but nobody's the wiser. What do you think? Don't write back. In fact, don't tell to me at all. Just give me a special signal next time you see me. Waggle your eyebrows. Phileas G. There it is. Just in case I anger the town. You know how it is.
Hey, I saw that. What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
I don't have time for this.
Oh, that's the auto walk.
What can I do for you?
You sound like you had some training. I know a thing or two about medicine.
Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor?
Only if we use the term loosely.
I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. And if you must know, I can stitch a severed thumb with a 58% chance of avoiding gangrene.
I know about Eugene. When I use his teeth as cradle for your graveside piece.
You know about Eugene? How?
No, I'm a mind reader.
You were probably poking around my things.
Fuck.
I really shouldn't leave my letters sitting out in the open.
Nah.
Eugene's golden teeth were a family heirloom, representing 3 generations of poor dental hygiene. He took them to his grave.
Man, I just love the quirkiness in this game. I forgot how quirky this game was. I'm sure you won't miss him.
That's unthinkable. Eugene's body and all rare earth minerals contained therein are solely the property of Spacer's Choice. I can't ask Silas to dig up a man's body and pry a few teeth loose from his jaw just to pay my bills. Can I?
Are you asking rhetorically? Because if you're being serious... Ugh, gross.
Desperate measures, Miss Holcomb. Desperate measures. I'm going to have to ask Silas to dig up those teeth. It's the only way I'm paying my gravesite fees.
I don't care. I'm just here to collect your dues.
Here you are. Gravesite papers affixed with my signature and an IOU.
Goodbye.
Here they come!
Ow!
We made it!
Can I drag his body? Please tell me I can drag his body. Fuck. Oh well. Damn, she had no problem with that.
Something you need?
We'll talk later. Close the door behind you. Gotta be respectful, Lack. It's all tuna canary.
You the new worker? Whatever. Make it quick, Tenderfoot. I'm busy.
Who the hell are calling Tenderfoot, woman? I'm guessing you're the foreman.
Foreman Granger. Mind those words don't come out of your mouth unless preceded by yes or right away or thank you.
Graveside fees.
Shit. Silas still on about that? Here, take the fees. I'd appreciate it if you didn't tell Reed I was late on my payment.
These papers aren't signed your name.
Because they're not my fees and not my gravesite. Guy I worked with shot himself. I paid the bill.
Ooh, it's connected. Ooh. That's kind of you, I guess.
I could do without the sarcasm. Wasn't acting out of the goodness of my heart. Law requires delinquent gravesite fees to be paid by the deceased party's closest living relative, which meant me. Shame, though. Eugene was a good worker.
Said the guy shot himself?
Woke up one morning and put a round through his upper story. Can't imagine why. The kid was doing all right at his desk. We all thought he was an upstanding receptionist. Just between the two of us, I'm pretty shocked his weapon didn't misfire. Spacer's Choice handguns aren't the most reliable.
Oh, that's why there wasn't a receptionist in Reed's office, or in the factory. Must be tough losing family.
Eugene wasn't family.
Oh, that's an awful thing to say. That's an awful thing to say about your closest relative.
Yeah, I was the closest living person relative to his body at time of death. I'm the one who found him, you see, so I pay the fines. Suicide's a crime. The legal term is irreparable damage to company property. What Eugene did to himself was vandalism.
You can't be serious. What are they gonna do, arrest his corpse? Vandalism, huh? Did you have to clean bits of him off the wall or something?
First of all, that's a horrible thing to say. Secondly, yes, we did. When one of your workers commits a crime, the entire town pays for it. In other words, Edgewater would have been penalized pretty hard. Whatever Eugene was worth as an asset, we would have had to pay out of pocket to Spacer's Choice.
He was a person, not an headset.
Well, excuse you. I'll have you know, Eugene was an asset to us all. May his atoms be commended to the law. All I know is Silas asked me for Eugene's gravesite fees, which means he was approved for burial, which means his papers went through, which means the town's in the clear. I'm just glad to put this whole ugly affair behind me. Eugene can rest his bones in peace, and the rest of us can get on with our own lives.
I'll let you get back to your work. All right. Abernathy, Ludwig, and Miller. Oh, it's on the other side of town. Whatever. I'll just do this.
Here they come! Down they go!
Ow.
That's the last of them.
Tall grass mechanics.
Here they come!
God, that is brutal. Oh, damn it. I love the whoosh it makes. I like the whoosh. Man, I wish you could just break stuff apart in games. Instead of having to, like, invest in the lock picking or whatever. Ooh.
Huh? Gonna find you! That's gotta hurt.
Oh, God.
Nice one!
You. I should probably heal. Hey. Yeah, sure, let's try it. Let's put it on 3. See, having a high torpidity, or constitution or whatever, oh, can't break it, allows me to not waste as much resources on medicine, which means more medicine pouches, which means more health, which means more BONK. This looks promising.
Get ready!
Alright, who's next? One of you two. Nice. Alright, I'm doing a side quest, right? He has a happy weapon. You don't see me.
Here we go! Take one down! Incoming!
Ow.
That's the last of them.
Take a second to heal. The fuck is that?
Here they come!
LMG! Hell yeah! Where is it? Yeah, let's just fast travel. I like these diagrams here. I love I love space anatomy, or like anatomy of aliens, like theoretical evolution of alien planets. Like that stuff is just like, oh yeah, because I'm a giant fucking nerd. Yeah, fuck that guy.
I've
Talk
got
to
some
her.
time.
Got the medicine you're after.
Thanks. I'll see to it that this medicine gets to the people who need it. Here, something for your trouble. Nothing personal, but I hope we never do business together again.
2,000
Don't want to make a habit of consorting with smuggler types.
charm. Yeah, that's harsh. Never. That's harsh. At least give me something to remember you by.
You do have some cheek on you. Lucky for you, I kept a little contingency fee in case you tried to negotiate with me.
What are you gonna give that medicine to?
Somebody deserving. Silas on account of him being out in the cold. Amelia seeing how she's around people all the time. Anybody in the sick room?
Understandable. Have a nice day. Easy. Wait, I still need his fees.
You wanna mingle, go try the cantina.
I'm here to collect the gravesite fees.
Silas knows, doesn't he? That's why he sent you. That's why he wants me to pay up. He knows. Here, take my fees. I'm never getting that medicine, so I may as well buy myself a grave. Something nice and wide, with plenty of room to spin around inside.
What, you in the fucking necromancy? Doesn't really have anything to grab. Pravati wants to visit the town's vicar. She's a little uncertain about the task ready to set before you. The vicar might be able to provide some moral guidance. Okay.
I've always felt weird in here. Clean.
Same.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
What sort of spiritual advice are you offering here?
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No? How about, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands.
Seriously, that's what you're selling here?
Selling? No. It is free for all who seek it. I'm sorry you don't find these tried and true words of wisdom to your liking.
I was actually asking what your religion was about.
The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
My role is BONK, I guess, then. What does OSI stand for?
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson.
How do you talk to this Grand Architect? Prayer? Meditation? BONK?
You don't talk to the Grand Architect. Once the universe was set in motion, it stepped back. It has no concern for us.
So what's your part in all this, besides counseling people?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able to deduce the properties of every particle in the universe and its trajectory, we will know everything. The future, the past, each person's place within the plan, all will be laid out before us, removing struggle and bringing peace. No one will ever need question their path again. Some even believe this ultimate knowledge will unlock mankind's true potential, and we will all become akin to grand architects ourselves, after a fashion.
Hang on, this reminds me of something. I'm going to open up a Google real fast. Laplace's demon. An intellect which at any given moment knew all of forces that animate nature and the mutual positions of the beginnings that compose it. If an intellect of action submit the data to analysis, could condense into a single formula the movement of the greatest bodies of the universe, and that of the lightest atom. For such an intellect, nothing could be uncertain in the future. It's just like the past would be present before its eyes. Basically, you could see past the butterfly effect, if you know what that is. That's very much what I'm seeing here. Is basically they want to know everything so they can become this thing. Really, how does that work? Tell me more. I like dialogue options.
Well, first there's the matter of the secret blood rites and animal sacrifices. I'm kidding. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
What's there to aspire to?
We will eventually decode the plan and all its intricacies. Once we are able... The future. Some even...
That seems unlikely.
I would love to discuss the finer points of my religion with you. Oh, wait. No, I wouldn't. Seriously, though, to truly understand the metaphysics involved takes years of study and contemplation.
How'd you know I was an outsider?
I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Ms. Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
What you're apologizing for? There's nothing to apologize for. I'm a bit surprised to hear you dismiss your petitioner so casually.
I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Isn't that your job to raise that?
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock. These are good, hard-working people here.
Actually, she wanted to talk to you about something.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do?
Cut off power to Adelaide's deserters.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk.
What do you think of Adelaide's group?
They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice?
So what's your advice?
Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Right. Just convince everyone to come back together. I'll keep that in mind.
If it were as easy as a few soothing words in the right ears, I'm sure it would have been done already. Consider it a challenge. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Oh, really? And why is that?
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book.
Yes, please. Why would a vicar be after a banned heretical book?
I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
I'll need to know a bit more about this book before I agree to this.
It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it.
I'll look for your book.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Damn, I should have went for like the, hey, you're looking for heresy? Somebody's not going to be happy about that. Somebody with your paycheck in their hand. I think you can do a little better convincing me to get it. Something like that. Yeah, I'll do this one first.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Thank the law. I've been requisitioning backup for months. Guess the boss finally came to his senses. You ever swung a truncheon? Let me see your rifling stance. I want to make sure you're up to snuff.
Are you okay? You seem confused.
I'm talking about mechanical, soldier. Cold, heartless automatons made of iron and lies.
Yeah, gotta watch out for those mechanicals.
That's right. That's what I've been saying. We gotta square our shoulders and stand ever vigilant. Auto-mechanicals. Creatures forged in the fires of malevolence. I seen them over by the old power plant. Clattering about, firing at the birds, orchestrating their uprising.
Firing at the
When the
birds.
swarms of mechanicals come clanging on over that hill, where will you be? Cowering beneath your cot? Or standing, shoulder to shoulder with the resistance?
Seems like a good way to get shot. Got a question for you.
Go on.
What exactly you do here?
I'm Ludwig Miller, Associate Security Officer for Transportation. Officially, unofficially, strictly between you and me, I am the only thing standing between Edgewater and total annihilation.
What do you have against mechanicals?
You ever seen the way a mechanical just stands there? Just looking at you, scanning you with its murderous oculars.
I'm pretty sure that's all they're programmed to do.
Mechanicals have been programmed to eliminate the human race. They've been programmed to replace us. First, they will rob us of our jobs. And once they have taken away our livelihoods, they will take away our very lives.
If you need more guns, I got some.
I've been gathering up a war chest over the years. Saw tuna cans, mostly, some Spacer's chaw, few bit cards. I'll reward you for your aid.
Proper armories pay enlistment fees.
Enlistment fees? Yeah, I suppose. Wouldn't want to give the Resistance a bad name.
What do you need done?
They have sent a scout, prowling around the junkyard just behind our beloved town. This scout must not be permitted to return to its base of operations. Cross it off, then report back.
I'm going after this mechanical scout. I could use some pointers.
Mechanical's got a weak spot in their midsections. I think the technical term is, the blue glowy square thing.
I'll let you be. Die, robot. Is that it? They're literally picking apart this town for resources. Ooh. Oh, what the hell are these things? Terror ray. That's kind of cool, actually.
Bring us honor, soldier.
Won't have to worry about that scout anymore.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years.
I'll let you know if I find it.
On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
Silas sent me. You owe him some gravesite fees.
I told Silas I'd pay my dues if he agreed to join the resistance. Guess this means he's finally heard the calling.
He sure did. He's asking for a little extra to furnish the resistance with mechanical repellent.
Mechanical repellent? A stroke of inspiration from the law itself. Here, I've been saving up a couple of bits for just such a project.
I'll let you be. All right. What the hell is that? That looks cool. Swear to God, if he didn't actually put this behind there, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna fucking shoot him.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
You read the latest report?
I don't know you.
I'm Derondel.
Amelia Kim, Spacer's Choice Beverage Dispenser. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. We're all loyal, hard-working company folk here.
What a fine establishment it is.
You really think so? That's kind of you. I've been trying to keep the floors clean. You got no idea how long it takes to scrub the tiles. Guess I misreckoned you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to be curt. We just got some problems lately. I can get you a drink if you'd like. Gotta ask you to enjoy your beverage within the premises, though. Can't risk you bringing a drink over to those deserters. You understand.
Yeah.
Coming right up.
Dehydrated water tablets. Water without the hydrogen or oxygen. Just add water. Not available and carbonated. Yeah, just want one, thank you.
Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite company slogans to any visitors. We'll get you mostly drunk at half the price. Spacer's Choice.
Just feel like chatting.
Go ahead.
So what's your story?
I don't see how that's any of your business.
Oh, 26? Yeah, I guess it's not.
Will there be anything else?
What if I told you got shot in space by a crazy scientist?
Ugh, is this the start of a joke? If you want me to laugh at your jokes, it's a 3-drink minimum.
I wish it was a joke. Honestly, I don't even know where I am.
Most folk forget where they're standing after a few drinks. Seems to me you've got a head start. Anyhow, whatever happens outside the walls is not my business. Only deserters and marauders wander out there, and I cannot tell you which I revile more. My world is these 4 walls, that door, and a row of mugs that need cleaning.
Almost sounds like you're afraid to go outside.
Let me make something clear. Spacer's Choice has been real good to me. The town's been real good to me. I start gallivanting around outside the walls, poking around in places I shouldn't be, learning things I've got no right to know. People will talk. Won't ever catch me asking about the world outside. Else the town's gonna say Amelia's gone soft. That Amelia's pondering desertion. I don't want that.
Imagine you'd want to get out of town, what with the plague and all.
Keep it down, will you? We don't talk about the PLAYGE. Not here. And if you're smart, you won't mention it anywhere. I've said enough. People come here to drink their problems away. If they wanted to face their problems, they'd go see our vicar.
I should go. All right, I gotta go get me some sustenance. I'll stop the recording and start it again, and I'll see you later.